Hey guys, so today we're making the Colouriest Play-Doh. What you'll need is 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of water, 3/4 of a cup of salt and 2 tablespoons of oil. To colour your Play-Doh you can actually use food colouring or you can use our powder paints. So grab yourself a bowl. I'm going to use a bucket, but you can use your mixing bowl from your kitchen because this is food grade unless you're using our powder paints. So now I'm going to pour in my flour. I'm going to need 2 cups of flour. And then 1 cup of water. And just mix it together to make a doughy consistency. Now of course if you don't have quite the right consistency you can add more water if it's really thick, or you can add more flour if it feels really thin. Right, so now I'm going to add my salt. I've got 3/4 of a cup of salt and I'm just going to pour that in and mix that all together. Once your salt is all mixed in, you're going to want 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. And apparently we don't have any spoons, so I'm going to have to make do with this fork. Right, so once you have the right doughy consistency, I'm going to push this to the side and sprinkle some flour on my surface just so it doesn't stick. And start kneading it. So just knead it out, add a little bit more flour if it's feeling a bit wet still. So now I've kneaded it to the perfect consistency. I'm just going to move this out of the way so you have a better view. And I'm now going to add my colour. So I think I'm going to make a couple of different colours. So I'm going to kind of split it off into different sections. And then I'm going to add the colour to each dough individually. Right, so this one's done now. Now I'm going to move over to the yellow and make a yellowiest Play-Doh. What you want to do is add it little by little and then just slowly knead it in until it's as vibrant as you want it basically. So I'm just going to keep adding the powder little by little until I get the right vibrancy for me. And the best way to kind of mix the powder in is kind of break it apart and knead it back together again. So that way you're getting the colour all throughout your Play-Doh. Right, so now the yellow is done and I'm going to move on and do blue on this one. And now the blue is done. And once you've mixed all the colours you want to mix, your Play-Doh is ready to play with. It's child safe as long as they don't eat it, of course. It has got paint in it and it's going to be really, really salty. So we recommend for storing your Play-Doh that you put it in an airtight container, whether that's a mason jar, a plastic tub, a Ziploc bag, but as long as it's airtight, it should last you a reasonable amount of time. But of course, the more air that gets to it, the more it will dry out. That's all from us today, but you can keep up to date with us on Instagram and Facebook at Culture Hustle. But for more content like this, you can subscribe here.